Welcome to the live stream, Arm Wrestling fans. I'm Pradeep from Arm Wrestling News, and today we are going to discuss this drastic change that recently happened in the arm wrestling community about the prediction of the Devon versus Levan match. So, how it started. Earlier, when I saw the polls when this match was just announced a few months ago, it was about 70% Levan and 30% Devon LARRATT. And then it started changing. Slowly it started to increase in favor of Devon LARRATT, 40-60, then about 50-50. And right now in the recent polls, I saw that Devon is about 67-66, or maybe in some polls 70% favorite to win this match. And to me that was completely shocking because none of those guys had any elite level match in between those 3-4 months. So without having any matches, just by watching YouTube videos, how far the prediction of arm wrestling community and arm wrestling fans can change, that was really surprising to me. And if you have just joined this 30-minute live stream, it is going to be 30 minutes, so please give it a thumbs up, and if you are watching it afterwards, then also give it a thumbs up and watch at 1.5x speed to save your time and help me as well. So many people have already joined. Sabir thinks it is fake hype. Phil Woody UK, you're a great gentleman, brother. Selflessly helping all channels. So, hi, I'm wrestling fans. Hit the like. Mold event. Thumbs up. No, he will not. Nodar is saying Radiant Ministry. No chance, bro. Levan is a beast and Devon is mouse. That is a weird. Pedro Martins is saying 5-1 Levan. Okay. Hi, Pradeep. Thanks for the stream. Really enjoyed those. Thank you very much, brother. Good day, Pradeep. Feel video, okay, I got it. The Woodsman, good day, brother. So what do you think about this? So first of all, let me create a prediction, a poll here as well, and we will see if it is the same on my channel as well. Let's see. Devon got this. So one supporter. I also like Devon, and I just want it to be a very close match. Okay. Easy gaming. Pradeep, do you really think that Devon will win? No. I think you just joined. You did not hear the intro. Please rewind and hear the intro. Who will win? Question mark. Devon. So this match is not anymore about the shutout stakes. Earlier it was about shutout stakes, that who is going to win. Only one round, whether Devon is going to win one round or not. That is what it was all about. And it is not like the hype is just on YouTube polls. People are backing it up with money. I know there is a difference. People are putting the money for Devon winning one round. So this is what all the shutout stake is about. I think it is about first 4 rounds. So people believe that Devon will win one round in the first 4 rounds. So let's see, because people are backing it up with money. How many of you think that Devon can win one round within first 4 rounds? On my channel, the Levan is so far the favorite to win. Alright. GA is saying, hey Pradeep, keep up the great work. Shane Lambert is saying, not sure how someone can say Devon is a favorite. Yes. You can see, even I will create a poll on my channel after some time, and you can clearly see that everyone on every channel, Levan is the underdog. Devon is about almost about to reach 70% favorite to win this match, and that was quite surprising to me, quite surprising. So I saw some videos like Levan's weakness and things like that, and this is why I created this live stream about this topic. Alexandros K, greetings from Greece, in Devon we trust. Okay, the polls is very weird. True. Bro Paul Dalo already did that. James Young, Devon will win, wear him out. In which round, Joe? What's up, Pradeep? Plot recap, what's up, brother? Great excitement because of this match. The result is known to everyone. Not apparently, brother, because 65-70% people are predicting Devon to win this match. Not in this poll, but even in this poll, Levan is like slowly going down from 59, is now down to 57. I won't be surprised if Devon is the favorite. 56. There you have it. So not everyone. Let me be very clear. If the match stops any moment, Devon wins. This is true. So, what do you mean by match stopping? This is what I've also been thinking about. Like Devon, Levan does this single surge, and Devon stops it at this pad. So after this, Devon wins, or Levan can stand up, hit again, and pin Devon, because this can also happen. But another thing that I mentioned to Derek Smith and Chan Shaw the other day, this is what is worrying for Levan, a worrisome sign. I would say the only weakness, because we have seen Levan win last 6 super matches with single surge pins. I think 5 or 6 super matches, all 6 rounds, like almost single surge pins. And Levan goes completely under the table in an offensive top roll, like this, trying to finish the opponent. But by the way, he's completely utilizing his body weight. It looks like it is really, really difficult for him to stand back up from this position. If he gets stopped in this position, I think it is going to be really difficult for him to stand back up and do one more surge. That will be interesting to see. Levan is still favorite in my opinion. Phil Woody UK. I too agree with that. I too think that Levan is the favorite. But Levan 52%. But Devon, the endurance factor. I think anyone who thinks that Devon is going to stop Levan right in the center, that is not going to happen at all. You can bet anything on that. But the endurance factor. Can Levan do the second surge as well? Because if we look at the matches against Vitali, the first match, he just pins them with single surge. And if the match stops like this, Vitali is not strong enough to stop you like this. It doesn't work. But maybe Devon can stop you like this. Or he can't. We don't know. Because Devon also needs his pronation to stop you. Pradeep, hello brother. Clayton, welcome brother, welcome. Fresh as a daisy. I hope Levan will damage Devon's arm. Why? TCL TV, the answer to clickbait video is... what is this? Pancake? Cake? No. Okay. 6-0 for Levan. If Salaev is and the other professional arm wrestlers say this, there is a reason. Pradeep with referee shirt. Irfan Ramzan. It was just hanging there. I never wore it first time. Venom shot. Yeah. Polls are meant to be weird. That's why we don't take them seriously at all. So Devon and Levan at 50% matching right now. I think Devon is too tricky to lose. Levan just don't have the endurance. And Kung Fu Rabbit, there is one more thing about Devon. Yes, he competes not very often. Like he competes very rarely, other than WL. In WL, like if you are a contracted athlete, you have to compete whenever you are told to. So Devon was competing in WL. But other than that, yes, again I'm going to mention it, very few competitions. But Devon doesn't really lose on the right arm. Yes, he lost to John Brezink in 2015. And right-handed Monster Michael Todd, but that was a really, really bad match. To Monster Michael Todd in 2018, loss is a loss. Still, I believe that. Other than that, what are Devon's right-handed losses? Can anyone remind me? Because Devon doesn't really lose on the right arm. Polls are meant to be weird. Silverhawk, I hope Levan laughs while beating Devon. Okay, I don't think Levan ever does that. He's way too angry, way too charged up to laugh during a match. He may win at the last 2 rounds. That's it. Okay. How do you think? And do you think if Levan is dominant enough, do you think he's going to win? He's going to give the last couple of or last 1 round to Devon? Because in one interview he did say that to Engin Terzi, that he will give the last round to Devon Ladd. But then Devon told him, then Engin told him that you had a dream, you had a vision of not losing even a single round. Then Levan was like reinterpreting what he just said, and he was like, okay, he will not give any round to Devon. So, because we have seen those rivalries, those trash talks, those everything when the score is settled, like when both of the athletes know before the match has ended that who is going to be the winner. By round 3 and 4, it is very clear that who is going to win this match. By that time, we have seen in the past that all the rivalries, all the trash talks, they just go out of the window, and everyone is kind of really friendly at that time. So that can also happen, and that can lead to Levan maybe giving up the last round if he's strong enough to win the first 5 convincingly. Please, I've asked you 2 questions. I want to know your thoughts. Joe, I think Devon has it. AB, I'm ready to try stalking. Okay. Whoever wins, fans will scream, I told you so. Yes, that is going to happen for sure. The strength gap is too high, I feel. Yes, definitely there is a strength gap. Levan's endurance. Yes, this is also a big question. Hello Pradeep, hello Randy Savage. It will end up 2-0. Levan will win first 2, then things might change 3rd round. Okay, Clayton believes that. Devon will risk break arm, okay. TBGS, endurance doesn't matter if the strength gap is huge. That is also a point. I've been saying it many times that if the opponent's hand is bigger than you and it is also stronger than you, then it is really difficult to pump that hand, to tire him out, because you can gas out the opponent's hand if it is your size but stronger, or if it is just stronger but smaller than you, or bigger than you but not as strong as you. In all of those conditions you can do that. But if the hand is bigger in size and stronger in strength, I don't think it is possible to tire that hand out, unless the other guy has a really pathetic endurance, which Levan clearly doesn't. I don't think, just because he's puffing during the rounds, breathing heavy, I don't think it means his endurance is bad. Maybe that can be about cardio, but it doesn't mean that his hands or arm will get blown up. Pradeep, can you point out Levan's supposed weaknesses, the others here at C, because I don't see any. The first couple of inches, which Devon is not good enough to exploit in my opinion, because we have seen against Trubin, Tim Bresnan also told us that whenever you go against Levan, these first couple of inches are easy. Levan lets you get those couple of inches to the side, and after that he just jams everything and nothing moves after that, and he just beats you. But Devon is not fast enough to utilize those couple of inches, so maybe the match straight away is going to go to this direction, because Devon is not fast enough. So I too do not see that. The only one weakness that I saw, maybe when Levan is going for that powerful top roll surge, he's so far down below the table that he may not be able to quickly stand up for the press. This is the only weakness, and it can be a really big weakness if Devon stops him in a king's move, because I think towards the end of this match he will need a press. What is your prediction so far? So far I haven't seen anything from, haven't seen any huge change from Devon. Yes, he's looking massive. Yes, he's stronger than he has ever been in the top roll, but I don't think it is enough yet for me to change my prediction from 6-0 Levan. Most arm wrestling fans, 53% Devon as the favorite right now, are casual and don't know anything about arm wrestling. Stacks, I feel shutout stakes are becoming a problem because arm wrestlers are now concerning themselves winning rounds according to the stakes and compromising their standards. How does winning rounds compromise the standards of an arm wrestler? I totally did not get that statement. Levan will win first 2-3. Okay, AB. Douglas, great job, man, from the Gulf Coast of Alabama. Thank you very much, brother. The mighty Silverback. Who do you think Engin's most recent community post is about? I have no idea. I have no idea. He said it is a middleweight important super match for East versus West 5, but I have no idea. Monty Matthew, Hutchings could not move Devon from center. Then Hutchings destroyed Irakli. Very interesting. Yes. We kind of knew that Hutchings is going to beat Irakli, but not in that much dominant fashion. Milton is saying that Levan will blow through the first two, then Devon will stop. Okay, towards the end he will win. Laughing final match. Okay. Some have changed realities to wishful thinking. Top CQ. If Devon survives 2 surges from Levan, okay, brother. Clayton, another thing, man. So many comments today. 213 people watching, 65 likes, about 17 minutes remaining in this live stream. Please take the thumbs up number to at least 100. And thank you very much for everyone for joining. Levonel is saying 0 chance for Devon. Levan has twice as much muscle on his hand as Devon has. Yes, big hand is a big worrisome sign, because Devon is looking massive, no doubt about that. But trust me, when he is up against Levan, he's going to look really small. Levan made Dave Chaffee look smaller, like way smaller against him. And Devon, I'm assuming, yes, he will be about 20-25 pounds heavier than Dave Chaffee, but he's also taller than Dave Chaffee. So musculature wise, I think he's going to look similar, kind of similar as compared to Dave Chaffee. Levan is a Karen in a beer suit. Michael Broomer. Levan is way too strong. Nino Brown is saying. Eko Nogebor. Okay, difficult name to pronounce. I hope it becomes real match like 4-2 or something. Yes, it's 6-0. Yeah, it can be boring. Sean, the European fans are all talk. If you truly believe Levan was dominant as you say, betting blocks. Yes, good comment from Sean. If you believe that Levan is going to win 6-0, then his blocks are still available. You can bet there. After the match, we'll laugh at Devon's bill. Bill. I'm hoping Devon to win. Devon 4-2. Okay, Daniel. Yo man, welcome brother. Danny Strocia is saying, how do you think the match will go? I think first 2-3 matches can be single surge pins from Levan. Single surge. After that, Levan has to stand up once again and press. If he can do that, he will win this match 6-0. But I have seen by the way he arm wrestles against even Trubin or even Vitali Lalatin, he's so far, like, it looks like that after his top roll attempt is stopped, if his top roll attempt is stopped, it will be really difficult for him to stand back up and not lose the position that he has gained to that side and then press. So it can be difficult for Levan. This is the only weakness that I see in his game, and because of the King's move and continuous fouls, elbow lifts from Devon, I think Levan will not be strong enough in last few rounds to finish with a single surge, and he may have to stand up and press. But let's see how it goes. Maybe he is. We cannot say for that for sure. Denis Siplenkov dominated Devon. This will be the same. The only difference, I would say, yes, Devon is stronger, I believe. Way stronger than what he was against Devon on the left arm. The other difference is right-handed, Devon has a great King's move. King's move is Devon's only chance. Only chance. And what Devon does and what Michael used to do, the difference between these two athletes is Michael straight away used to hit for the King's move. Like as soon as the ref said go, he was under the table hitting for the King's move. And Devon tries to stop someone in the middle and then he's completely shaking. And when he sees that he cannot stop his arm from getting pinned without a King's move, then he drops and rotates through his shoulder. This is what Devon does. Against Levan, it will not work for sure. Against Levan, I think Devon needs to hit for the King's move just like Michael Todd used to do. So I'm quite sure that this is Devon's strategy, to hit for the King's move. If he tries to stop Levan in center and then his arm starts to go that way, then he starts to drop below and rotate, I don't think it is going to be enough. It will be way too late for Devon. Devon needs to hit for the King's move. When I saw 50% chance, yes, 57% Devon right now. Levan 6-0 or 5-1. Timmy Turner is saying, Phil Woody UK, fresh as a daisy, always so miserable. What did he say? Do you people really think that Levan lacks arm wrestling technique plus surrounded? Yes, because Levan was having wars against people. He was not going through everyone in WAF. He had to show some technicality, and to win a WAF tournament, it is not an easy task. And when Levan was winning WAF tournaments, it was not like PAL and WAF were two completely separate things. Everybody was competing everywhere. So the competition level was high. So he was winning those competitions without completely dominating or going through everyone. He was having some good matches. So we cannot say that he is not a technical arm wrestler. A retard, good comment. Nadir Khan, welcome brother. Irfan Ramzan, do you think Todd's statement about Devon Power gives? Yes, these are the statements that have taken this poll to about 57% in favor of Devon LARRATT. Nah, Levan will win every round if he can. That's his mission. Okay. Actually, I'm going to tell you. No, not going to tell you that. Devon is going to hold Levan in center and start laughing. 172 in the chat, only 53 likes. Neil, WTF Pradeep, the WL match with Mike. Yes, Neil, I was completely 100% supporting Michael Todd to win that match. And I was happy when he won. But that last elbow, whenever I see the highlights, I was editing a video about it in 2020. That huge elbow pop from Michael Todd in the last match. That looked kind of weird. Jody interfering with the referees and Bartwood doing nothing about that. Those things kind of made this match look bad. And those are the things why the European fans call WL. I think it is the best production league ever, period. And still many people call it a circus because of those things. This is what I believe. Subscribe to Neil Pickup Phil Woody UK. Thank you for the plug-in, brother. Pabnaful with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Hey Pradeep, it's been a while. Just a shout out, bro. Please stay away from devil's lettuce, ganja. I don't even smoke. Don't even drink. Maybe a couple of beers in a month. Thank you very much for your support, brother. And I'm going to say that here publicly. I'm going to say that Mohammed is partially responsible for Matt Mask quitting smoking. He was constantly in the Facebook post that Matt Mask needs to stop smoking devil's lettuce, and it is hurting his performance. And after East versus West, Matt Mask was like, I quit smoking. And I immediately messaged Mohammed Pabnaful that, bro, you did it. Awesome, congratulations. And he's trying to keep me away from that genuinely good person. WL406 was epic. I was like, man, did it really work? Did Matt Mask watch Mohammed Hassan's posts about him and stopped smoking? That was like some high level thing. People are talking about Todd not being able to move Devon, but Todd sparred with Dave not too long ago and he couldn't pin him either. Yes. Todd had to go like 15-20 times against Dave Chaffee while hitting first against Dave. Then he was able to pin Dave Chaffee. Dave doesn't stop people. Devon needs to be 320 plus. Devon cannot be 320 plus. Abhishek Kapoor. Rakulinto is in the house. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to leave a lot of comments here today. Muhammad Sajid Abbas. People only talking about the strength level of Levan. Devon has leveled up more. Bro, seriously, nobody can level up to Levan's level of strength. This is why people are talking about strength gap. Fresh as a daisy. What delusional audience you have, Pradeep. How could they vote this way? So what is your vote, Levan? Everybody has their own opinion. Like again says, as long as it is respectful. And on my channel, to be honest, I don't mind disrespectful comments as well. Okay, read that. Satyajit Swine is saying Devon needs one stop and has the ability to drain his strength. Okay. Levan will wrist curl Devon. If the match is really dominant, just like Denis Iplenkov allowed Devon to do things in the last 7th additional round, maybe then, but in the first 3-4 rounds, I don't think so. Think of a helicopter when the lift is greater than the weight of the helicopter. It rises in the air no matter how durably the helicopter presses down on the ground with same weight. I did not understand this comment, brother. Sorry. Yeah, because Irakli and Levan had a real match. It was just practice, yes. And we do not know if they were fresh or not. Like, maybe because most of those practices were after Levan. Yes, there were some practices before as well. But after some practices, maybe Levan was intentionally showing those to Devon so that Devon doesn't train hard enough. Devon is such a favorite. He needs to lose rules and set up manipulations to have any sort of chance. True, badass. Yo, Pradeep, how it's going? There is no spoon. I'm doing great, brother. I'm doing great. Yes, let's not forget what Levan did to Dave. Yes, we cannot forget that. If you're new to this sport, we are discussing Devon LARRATT versus Levan SAGINASHVILI at King of the Table. And that match is going to be June 25th. You can buy the pay-per-view on Core Sports website. And there are 3 matches. Irakli Zerakashvili versus Marcio Barboza. And Corey West versus, how can I forget his name? Alex Cordecha and Devon versus Levan. So the matches are going to be in Dubai. I believe 10 p.m. Dubai time, if I'm not wrong. Devon is the GOAT. Clerks 93 in the house. Welcome, brother. Have a real bet, not this is staking BS. Yes, I am also not a fan of staking. Like, I've had 4 bets on staking and I won all 4 of them. But still, I'm not a fan of it because you do not get almost anything in return. Like, very few returns. Ryanbone is the GOAT. Stop the cap. James Herity. I understand size means something, but I just watched Crazy George. Yeah, that was a great match. 100 pounds, and yes, he cannot pin him. Crazy George has a great King's move, and his shoulder never goes below the table. Never. People, let's be realistic. That is a beautiful King's move. This is what I call beautiful King's move. People say that King's move is ugly. I think it is beautiful if you do it like Crazy George does. Like his shoulder, you do not have to watch his shoulder. He just keeps it that much above the table and it stays there. It doesn't go up and down much. I understand size means okay. Is every is anyone else stream skipping? Anyone else live? I don't know. What is stream skipping? Devon is the goat folks. Okay. Bowen. Levan will win. Can't doubt. Satyajit Swain. Man, I should have enabled the subscriber only chat today. With all due my respect. Current John Brezink almost flash pinned Devon in their match. However, I root for Devon, but Levan gonna destroy him. King's move to bleed him is the only chance Devon has. Yes, because these are the things that we just cannot underestimate. Even during their recent practice, Devon said a lot of great things about Matt Mask. I know Matt is his friend. He cannot say that Matt is weak, but he clearly said that even today, round 1, Matt's hand feels incredible to him. Like outside of straps, like it is really difficult. Even inside the straps, the first go, it is really difficult for him to manage. And when we see even Prudnik just completely manhandle Matt Mask, those things cannot be neglected. And if you ask Prudnik what his chances are against Levan, he will just laugh it off. Like, don't even talk about me versus Levan. $20 massive super chat. Is it Richie? Let me. Richie, yeah. Devon has only beat John in 1 year, and Michael, who has lost every other arm wrestler he has faced. Ridiculous overhype to even think that Devon has a chance. This is what Richie we talked about in the last live stream as well. I think it is a kind of a harsh point, but I think there are facts in this point, because Engin Terzi was saying that we cannot rank the Russian guys right now because they are competing among themselves. So my question is, how was Devon and Michael Todd ranked? Because they never beat any European. Yes, Michael defeated Pushkar, but it was in 2012. So nothing that we can count right now. And Devon has defeated John Brezink, Dave Chaffee, Michael Todd. All 3 Americans. Michael has defeated not even John Brezink, Devon and Dave Chaffee. He lost to Pushkar, he lost to Trubin, he lost to Dennis. So Michael has also defeated Devon and John Brezink, both Americans. So how were Devon and Michael ranked when we cannot rank Europeans because they are just competing among themselves? This was my question. Don't miss that super chat. What super chat? Okay, there is another super chat. No. Actually, I read both of them. Can't believe people think Devon has a chance. I love the guy, but sorry guys, he's getting smoked. Will Stewart is a believer in Levan, as 42% other people are also a believer in Levan. Brad Butler, what up Woody? But Pradeep, what are your thoughts on Oliver John? I do not pay any attention to that thing. Actually, whenever I get notifications about anything from Arm Wrestling Uncensored, I immediately put it on mute. Like immediately. With zero wastage. Seriously, 58% Devon. Like, I really liked the idea when Arm Wrestling Uncensored was started. But right now, there is nothing important in that group. Levan will crush Devon 6-0. Devon has absolutely no chance even against Prudnik in WAF or PL rules. That is a bold statement, Avi Sharma. So guys, I still did not get the answer why. How did Devon suddenly became a favorite? Like, even in this poll, like 58% people are voting for Devon. That used to be like 63-64% for Levan, 65% for Levan when the match was announced. Exactly, Pradeep, but Engin deleted the poll and got upset. Okay. I've said it on this poll. Do you think that Grizzly has a good potential in arm wrestling? No. Grizzly is, I don't think he's very young. Maybe 45 years old at least. Faith. People are voting with emotion. Yes. This is a big part. Like, you cannot vote with emotions when you are putting up your money. People are putting up their money on Devon, not because he's going to win, but because he's going to win one round. That's it. That is what the bet is for. But right now, in pressing just one button, you can have emotions involved. And it is really difficult sometimes to keep emotions away from your predictions. And like, there was a poll by Timmy Turner in the arm wrestling discussion group, and it was who is the biggest rising star in arm wrestling, or I think something like that. And Chan Shaw voted for the Swedish guy Tobias Sporrong. Why? Because Chan Shaw became friends with him when he was in Sweden. This is why I think Chan Shaw voted for him. And there was Artem Morozov as well. Morozov defeated Tobias on the left arm, which is Tobias's stronger arm. And Chance did not vote for Morozov in that match. Chance thinks that Tobias is stronger than Morozov just because he was in Sweden. So even for the pros, even for the elites, it is really difficult to keep emotions out of their predictions, especially when money is not involved. Grizzly is 32 years old. Maybe then he can do something. Man, he doesn't look like 32 years old. Yes, I actually have a green screen Bronco Novak, but man, I'm too lazy to use that. Plus, it reduces the video quality slightly. It's Coffin. Joshua is here. Timmy Turner. Michael also lost the rematch to Pushkar. Yes. I placed a good stack on stakings for Levan's sweep. It will be the easiest money I will ever make. I will buy the remaining stakings if it is still open. So yes, I'm going to say it here. I was not saying it in the beginning of this live stream that Levan, I also have about $300 on Levan winning with a sweep, and it is a bet against Bob Brown. Levan admits that Irakli gives him a tough time on the table. So 30 minutes already in. I think I should go till 40 minutes because I have very huge number of people watching me live tonight for me. Pradeep, look at voting. 58% Devon, yes. Suman Chetri in the house. GA, Repulsive Gravity. Levan admits that Irakli gives him a tough time on the table. When did he say that? Where are you right now, Pradeep? Dada, how is the temperature there? Temperature is hot. I would assume even at night time, maybe. Muradnagar. Temperature. Can somebody search that? Levan didn't need a king's move. My guess would be 35. I'm just guessing. I never look at temperatures. And I'm quite surprised. John Brzezinski. Somebody asked John Brzezinski about weather, and he's going to tell you the exact temperature for the entire week and the upcoming week as well. John Brzezinski always watches temperature. Clerks 93. It just takes common sense to know Levan will win. Pradeep, it all came from Hutchings' quote. Yes, okay, it is possible. Get a bigger one to cover the whole wall. Okay, yes, good point. Fanboy is the key to poll results. Daniel, 58% because Levan's fans are painting him into Ronda Rousey's corner. What does that mean, Daniel? Baka Game is saying that Devon is going to full pancake mode. Levan is in trouble. Levan also, I believe, is in full pancake mode. Devon is not the favorite. People want him to win. Okay. Man, it is impossible to keep with that many people in the chat. About 150 people, it is possible. But over that, it is not. Pradeep, when will you interview John Brzezinski? Irfan Ramzan. By the way, I have heard John Brzezinski talk about me a couple of times in some videos. I've seen it. I am not quite sure if John Brzezinski is interested in having an interview on Armwrestling News. Otherwise is the wrong word here. But still, I would message him maybe tonight on WhatsApp. Let's see. How Chafee lost versus Gennady. Timmy Turner. People see Irakli pinning Levan in practice and don't realize that they only pull after a full gym workout. Yes. Pre-exhausted. Because in the gym workouts, we have seen that when they do this hammer curl motion with 60 kilos, Levan gets tired before Irakli. Irakli always outlifts Levan in these bicep heavy movements. And after that, Levan goes to practice with him. Good point by Timmy Turner. And it is quite surprising, 100 kg Irakli outlifts Levan in bicep lifts. Pradeep, your background and he might upgrade your... Okay, against John Brzezinski, I'll use a green screen. No worries, brother. I can still remove the background even in this video as well, but it is going to be looking really bad. Okay, let me blur my background. Tell me how it is right now. Well, Dave was supposed to lose. Yes, I did say that. I did say that, brother. But in that video, I also said that there is one possibility that Dave's side pressure, even without his wrist, is way too much for Alex Cordecha. Ordinary gamer is saying Dave Chaffee lost because he only has one lane. Devon is going to give Levan a style of pulling he has never experienced before. Coupled with his increased strength, I think he has a chance to win. And thing about slipping, of course, there is going to be auto strap rule, and of course, Devon is not going to arm wrestle Levan without the straps, no matter what. And Devon was saying that if people are thinking that he cannot slip from Levan, well, if Devon said, if I cannot slip from Levan, then I have no business being in that match. I'm going to lose it anyways. But I don't think it is true, because maybe against Levan it is true, because against John Brezink also in second and third round, Devon was not able to slip. But in round 1, when he got the straps, he was able to win that match. And the same reason, that just because I know it was 7 years ago and Devon has changed a lot, but there was a time when he was not able to slip against John Brezink. I won't be surprised at all if Levan can pin Devon multiple times without letting him slip outside of straps. Who cares about the background? Yes. And it is going to be really difficult for, like, almost impossible to King's move without a strap. Not really difficult, it is impossible. You're reffing today. No. I wish. There is IAF, Indian Arm Wrestling Federation Nationals, going on in Hyderabad right now. Please change your screen. Change back your screen, okay? It is not looking good, eh? Okay, I'm going to change it. Kostatis won a bet €50. So what is Kostatis saying? Performance enhancing pancakes. When Devon couldn't slip against John, he tried to shoot in for the hook and then slip after that. After he's setting up specifically for the slip, it's way easier to slip. Is it? I'm not so sure about that. People are quoting Ongarbayev's slip against Levan. Ongarbayev's really fast off the go. After all, he's a Kazakh guy. He's a Kazakhstani. So I think he's really fast. At Devon's speed, it may still be really difficult to slip. And the only way that Devon is going to slip is like this under that, like Michael also slips like that. And during that, your fingers, your thumb can get hold on to by your opponent, and it can also slightly damage you in the process. Speaking about slipping, reminded me of how Bresnan tried to slip out of Levan's grip. It was hilarious. Yes, his fingers stayed there and only Tim Bresnan's elbow moved off the back of the pad. Exact same thing happened when Ryan SP tried to slip against Richard Lupkis. I think it was in 2011. Good afternoon, Pradeep. Do you think Devon will be allowed to get up to his antics on the table? Keith Thomas is saying, yes, I believe that. I think it is going to happen. Hail to King's move. We cannot forget that Devon is the face of arm wrestling and face of King of the Table for sure. So I think that much should be allowed for Devon to make the match close, to make the match interesting. 58% people believing that Devon is going to win this match. Stacy Morgan in the house. Hit that like button for our host, guys. Thank you very much, Stacy. What was the last comment? Stay strong and love arm wrestling. Thank you very much. Hello, Pradeep. Evening all. GA saying, so considering all polls, Levan is the underdog. That is just absolutely amazing stuff. Nobody ever thought that Levan will be an underdog in a match, especially seeing after how many wins Levan has got recently without even losing a single round. That guy doesn't even foul out. He doesn't even foul out even under strict PAL rules. Pradeep, have you ever visited Nepal? No, not yet, Suman brother, not yet. When are you going to? I believe within next 1.5 years, if it is possible. Hopefully Bill Collins enforced the rules well and it will not be biased. Okay. Michael Cameron is saying, I'm curious, how do you bleed a man that is so much stronger than you? That is exactly what I have been asking in this live stream as well and in the previous live streams as well. How do you bleed a hand that is larger than you in size and also stronger than you? How can you possibly bleed that hand? This has always been my doubt as well, brother. Someone teach Levan the keto diet. Brendan Nettle, that's not a part of the sport, bro. That's part every single sport. Silver Hawk, Devon can't rely on leverage against Levan. And Pradeep, what is giant pumpkin training? Can you explain? It's coffin. So giant pumpkin training, Devon used to talk about farming some pumpkins. I don't know how there is a pumpkin competition. I don't know where it is, but those guys, like, I don't know what they do, the farmers do, to make that one pumpkin bigger and not focus on the other pumpkins, because that thing needs to win a competition or something. Similar way, forget about your legs, forget about your pecs, delts, triceps, left arm, just train one arm and it is going to get bigger. And there are studies about that. Devon is saying that maybe he's trying to do something new, but there are cyclists who need absolutely small upper body because of wind resistance. Smaller body, smaller wind resistance. They need a small body. So I doubt any cyclist ever trains their upper body. And look at their legs. Their legs are like, their quads are like this much. Hamstrings are like massive thighs. So they are doing that giant pumpkin training, only training their legs, and their legs start getting massive. Same thing with the right arm. If you train your right arm only, it is going to get bigger in size. So this is what is giant pumpkin training. I won't say it is something new. Cyclists have been doing that with their legs for a very long time. Pradeep with these head slips, lol. Can Vitali Lalatin defeat Levan after putting on weight? Right now it is looking difficult. Rakesh Das. Many people were saying that this time Vitali is going to beat, and I was always saying that I have not seen enough change in Vitali's size and game that makes me believe that a 6-0 result can be changed to 4-2 in favor of Vitali. I don't think so. Chat keeps opinions respectful. Chat keep opinions. Okay, who was being disrespectful? I don't mind that. Adam Sullivan is saying setup is how you bleed the hand. Simple math. I think Levan will win, but it's gonna be interesting. Got a pre-workout ad. Great. All these make sense now. Okay. Alright guys, 42 minutes. After 2 minutes I'm going to end this live stream. Actually I should not say that. Whenever I say that after 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 minutes I'm going to end this live stream, 10, 20, 30 people drop off immediately. Giant pumpkin would mean cyclist train one leg, not both. There is no specific written definition about it that you're going to train only one leg. Like legs can also be considered one part of the body. Like you're still leaving your arms, you're still leaving your pec, back, every other muscles, only lower body. Well, you can bleed someone's hand with your arm if your weight is in right position. You can attack someone's cup with pronation, but also with back pressure. Or if your head is big enough, you can use that. But trust me, even in King of the Table, it is not going to happen where Devon is just leaning with his whole body on Levan's hand without even the match starting. I don't think that Devon is going to get away with that much under Bill Collins' refereeship. Devon is overrated, Mikhail Merkulov is saying. Onkar Singh, do you think Devon is number 2 in the world right now? It is close. I would say before that I used to say number 1 and number 2 are clear. 3, 2, 7, 8 can be anyone. I would say right now number 1 is clear. Number 2 to number 6, 7 can be anyone. I'm not quite sure if Devon is going to beat Hermes. I am like Dimitri Silaev is also looking really good. I think number 2 to 6 can be anyone. So I'm just saying that Devon can be, but I'm not sure. Devon is overrated. I used to think that Devon versus Dimitri Trubin can be interesting, but right now the shape, the form that Dimitri is in, Devon I think will beat him very comfortably. I wonder if Devon will ask to start the match in King's Move. Seems like something he would ask for Brandon. I don't think so. Devon will shock the whole world. So 59% people are already believing that Devon is going to win. So I'm not quite sure, Michael, that how Devon is going to shock the world. Maybe Devon is going to shock the 41% people or 40% people who believe that he is going to lose. How is Devon's open top roll, your opinion, his biggest weapon against Levan? It is his only weapon against Levan, not biggest top weapon. You can say endurance is the weapon, but endurance and King's Move, I believe, is the same thing in this match. How is Devon's open top roll? So I believe it is his only weapon. Don't post the comments again and again. Devon is more strong than in videos. He's a good actor. Yes, he's hiding his training. But somebody mentioned that Devon is doing 50 repetitions with 120-pound dumbbells. Was that correct? I heard it. Maybe Chan Shaw was saying that, but somebody in the live stream told us that. I think Devon has not made it public. Maybe he got to know that information on phone call or something. But 120 pounds for 50 reps? That is crazy. I don't believe that at all. If Devon wins, will you shave your eyebrows? It would be great content for your channel. No, brother. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm not that kind of person. Plus, I have a job where I even have to get a haircut up to a certain level. So shaving eyebrows would be devastation. And I'm not the guy. Maybe I can shave my head. Not shave, but trim. I'll trim my hair if Devon wins. that I can do. Because I used to do it anyways. This is why I'm saying that. Deathclaw Devon. Pronation, 50 reps of pronation back pressure with 120 pounds. Okay, is the story. But not dumbbells. It will be a martial arts belt looped around that. Okay. On the machine it is possible. Thank you very much for the super chat, Repulsive Gravity. I forgot to thank you. ELHEFE, thank you very much again, brother, with a $5 super chat. Will Sadev beating Salaev, you meant to say Dimitri Salaev beating Vitali with, okay, do we need to take him seriously as a top guy? For sure, I think we need to do that. Or is Vitali not the guy we thought he was? It wasn't a super match, but yes, actually Salaev beat Vitali 3 times that day. 3 times. Once in the tournament, he beat Vitali. Then Vitali was in the losers bracket. He won every match. He went to the finals. He beat Vitali once again. And again there was a overall competition. He beat Vitali there one more time. So it was not like he beat Vitali only once. And Vitali did not have any war. Trust me, I watched the tournament. Vitali was almost, we can say that he was flash pinning everyone. So it was not like, and same thing with Salaev. He was flash pinning everyone. So both were fresh in that match, and he beat Vitali 3 times. Trust me, if that day it was a tournament, it was a 6-round super match, it would have been 6-0 for Dmitry Salaev. Because Vitali was like that. Vitali is not, maybe there is nobody like who can win a match from here. Maybe people can win it from here, but not from here. So yes, that definitely means something. I would for sure rank Salaev around 5. That would be my ranking, because we have not seen any other win from him. I would rank Salaev at 5 right now. This is what I would do. And yes, about his form, Vitali was 129 kilos and Vitali has been up to 138, 139 kilos. So yes, he was about 20 pounds lighter than what he has been in his peak form. But as again, I interviewed Salaev on my channel. If you haven't watched it, please watch it after this live stream. Dmitry Salaev told me that he doesn't believe that in such a major tournament Vitali would come unprepared. Like there was, if we count the overalls as well, $16,000 prize money to be won. $16,000. That is not a small amount. So it is not easy to believe that Vitali did not show up in a great form. Why wouldn't he? Unless something was out of his control. He has hired drivers for his trucks as well. Right now he's not driving anymore. I did cover that one in the news as well about Vitali. So Devon beat MMT and John in the last year. Those guys lose to every other heavyweight as well. They can't put him to second place. Possible. Okay. Let's read the chats. One bottleneck 6-0. 59% Devon are people drunk or something. Thanks, brother ELHAV. Thank you very much, brother. It was great, like a detailed question. Like detailed. You clearly let me know what you want us to share with the viewers and with you. Pradeep, how do you spell your name correctly? Pradeep. That is correct. Absolutely correct what you have written. Roba Saibot. Pradeep, I think if Devon go into the strap and stop Levan, Devon has a chance. Of course he has. I think Devon pronation is now in another level. Yes. This is what I have seen as well. People are saying, like Ryan Bowen was also saying there is an inside weapon for Devon, option for Devon. I don't think there is any inside option for Devon. If it wasn't for Dave Chaffee, it's surely isn't for Devon either, the inside option. I don't think Devon's hook is even at the level what it used to be back in 2011, 10. At that time, he was really, really great in a hook. Right now, I would say his pronation is much, much better, but I have not seen much improvement, if any, in his hook. Like, tell me for sure, can you say that round 1, if Devon allows Todd Hutchings to go in a hook, can Devon beat him? Because in 2019, he wasn't. Pradeep, don't compare tournaments to super matches. Why, Victor? Why? If we ignore these last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, tournaments were the one that used to determine the rankings. So how can we suddenly say that tournaments have nothing to do with the rankings? Devon 4-3, it's the only way he can win. Dave has neck issues which flare up. Yes, inside moves. Yes, Dave Chaffee has lost his inside power right now for sure. Devon couldn't hook Toddzilla. How he gonna hook Levan? Yes, that was the question. And there is one question: when you have been arm wrestling for almost 30 years, 25 years, even on the pancakes and even after leaving military, how strong can you possibly get? Like from 2019-20 to 2022, like how strong can Devon get? I don't think it is possible to be stronger more than 5 to 7% what you used to be in 2019. Especially when you have that much years of experience and elbow conditioning, tissue conditioning, side pressure, Ryan Bourne. There is an extreme inside option for Devon, but it would. Okay, Richie, I think it is again Richie. Oh my god. Richie, $10 super chat. Thank you very much, brother. You're a legend. Vitali himself told Matt Rhodes that he considers himself to be outside of top 8 because of inactivity. Yes, I did watch that. And because he hasn't pulled anyone in a while. He was probably just being modest, but maybe a hint for self-admittance. Definitely possible, yes. Vitali was ranking Dmitry Salayev very high for a very long time. So there was something. Maybe it wasn't a surprise for Vitali that he beat him. Great point, Richie. Great point. Inside option, Neil, I don't see how he has that. Because even if the match goes inside, maybe Devon can force the hook. But I think Levan can be strong enough to just single surge pin. And we have not seen a flop press from Levan, but we have seen tricep presses from Levan. So I think if the match stops and Levan can just knock Devon off center, then he has the side pressure, tricep press option available with him as well. Levan so angry now he will let Devon into the king's move and then break his arm. No, I don't think so. Exit de novo. I saw your name somewhere. The perception is Devon will win, but that doesn't change the actual reality that Levan is an absolute tank. Agreed. Timmy Turner, Devon couldn't hook. Okay, read that. He'll pick up. Be like the charge of the light brigade. I am not smart enough to understand Neil's vocabulary related to these matches. What if Levan goes into King's move? I would love to see that. Amit, I would love to see that. One of the biggest mistakes that arm wrestling fans often make is trying to draw comparisons between arm wrestlers where there are none to be made. Did we make any comparisons? What if Levan goes into King's move? Okay, I read that, brother, already. No way Devon can win. Are people crazy? It was all... Okay. Georgians know how to beat King's move. Levan will smash him. Aditya T is saying present Devon versus Dave Chaffee. I actually fight if he loses to Levan. Who should Devon fight? So I've actually made a video about Devon versus Dave Chaffee. Who would win if that match happens now? I gave my detailed opinion in that match. And if Devon loses this fight, should he quit? No. He should arm wrestle Hermes Gasparini, in my opinion. That is something that everyone would love to see. Bring a chair for LARRATT. Todd Warsing with a super chat. Thank you very much, brother. If Devon arm break, how would it happen? I don't think it is going to happen in a King's move. Have you ever seen an arm break in King's move? People say that it is a dangerous position, but maybe something for the bicep tears. Yes, we have seen a bicep tear, but I'm not sure if we have seen any arm break in a King's move. So maybe if it is going to happen, it is going to happen in a deep hook. Devon is number 2 now, I believe. Debabrata Sekdar from Bangladesh. Irfan Ramzan, Devon crying about in South Africa. Okay. Hermes versus Devon at East versus West. Grow some balls, Devon. I think Devon is way too expensive for Engin Terzi. This is what Engin has told us. Curious cast. What if Levan is gay? What kind of comment is that? If Devon couldn't win. Alright guys, thanks Pradeep. Buddy Hale is saying 55 minutes already. Thank you very much everyone for joining this chat. Arm Wrestling News, I'm Pradeep. If you are joining this live stream, this channel for the first time, I deliver Arm Wrestling News on this channel. As you can see, Neil Pickup is also watching my channel. I'm going to cash in this opportunity, this presence of Neil Pickup here. So Neil is saying it was all one message, Pradeep. Okay. The extremes of technical range both present opportunities for Devon. But okay, inside and outside. But the dead time when Devon attempts to reach those extremes provide opportunity for Levan. Yes. Suhail would. I think you mean similar to that. Like Neil, am I correct when I say that Michael used to hit for the King's move and Devon tries to stop people in the center, and then when he cannot, his arm starts to go down, then he switches to the King's move. If Devon changes that, can it be better? Like Devon hitting for the King's move, going under the table straight away. Will that work for Devon in your opinion? Bro, you look Indian. Yes. Glad. Thank you very much. Because I am Indian. Levan 6042 at best for Devon. Okay. He can strengthen his tendons in 3 years. I don't think he can improve his muscles. Yes. You look Indian. Bro, this is not an anime. That's how it works. So who are joining the chat? Politica Europea. Devon is more motivated to the match. Yes, that is definitely possible. Benjamin is here. Engin must be protected at all costs. Yes. Whenever Engin says that he's going to quit organizing these events, and I'm immediately messaging Engin Terzi on WhatsApp, bro, why are you killing our livelihood? We YouTubers, like it, those events are like a great thing for us. Then Engin is like, yeah, I understand. So if someone beats Devon in a tournament, does that mean he's suddenly number 2? If he beats him up 3 times, yes, I think he should be ranked above Devon. Or 2 times even. Are you competing in King of the Table 5? No. Maybe there is one thing that I can do at a high level in arm wrestling. At places like East versus West, I think I can be the guy to manage that press conference, and by manage I mean asking questions, because press conference can be made interesting by slightly heating them up, and I think my questions are many times harsh enough to heat the environment up, and while still being respectful, not really disrespectful. So I think I can do that really well. I can make press conferences interesting, especially the East versus West. Salai versus Hermes. Who you pick, Pradeep? Snake. So I've said twice on my channel that I would love to see that match. That is the match that needs to happen. Very difficult. I would probably go with Hermes in that match, because we haven't seen from Salai enough yet. Hermes is also really confident in beating Vitali Lalatin. To whom are you betting, Pradeep? Bob Brown. Timmy Turner. Okay, so Neil Pickup has responded. Devon has become accustomed to arm wrestling on the counter, and that is extremely difficult if and when your opponent is stronger than you are. If Levan is measured stronger, Devon needs to initiate position. Right. Pradeep versus Larry Wheels. Have you thought about the rules like restarts thousands times? I'm going to leave this chat hanging with the weird information. Devon with the 60% favorite. Right. The weird information, guys, is, before I tell you, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up before you leave this live stream. I'm going to deliver arm wrestling news for you. The weird information is that I actually saw a rules, King of the Table rules PDF, and the rule change that was written on that PDF, the major rule change is that the removal of auto strap rule, which was obviously before King of the Table 3. And that removal of auto strap rule, and the rule was you have to slip to get to the straps. that was dated one day after Devon signed his contract. So if that statement, that PDF is correct, Devon signed the contract with the rules that you have to slip to get to the straps, and that whole situation that Devon has been saying that it is Levan's responsibility to read the contract correctly, that can be really messed up if the date written on that PDF is correct, because it says I think 18th and Devon signed the contract on 17th or 27, 28, 27, something like that. But Devon signed the contract one day before the rule was changed. Sorry, one day after the rule was changed. I messed it up. So it was changed just before King of the Table 3, I think. And that is when Devon signed that contract. And the contract, the rules in that PDF said that you have to slip to get to the straps. And then Devon signed the contract. I'm not claiming anything to be true here 100%, but this is what I saw. With that information, I'm going to end this live stream. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Irfan, Adib, Slicksbra, Andre, Akbar. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. Rafal, thanks.